this is Tania, your work from home wife of Atlanta. How are y'all doing? So, I was just taking a little walk and I was thinking about you guys. How are y'all doing, my fancy, fabulous friends? So, what I was thinking about is how this particular issue traveled with me from back home in Florida here to Atlanta, and I haven't really encountered it much since I've been married, which is about 13 years. So I guess it's because I don't go out without my husband too much, I guess. I don't know. Or maybe I'm older. I don't know the reason, but I was thinking back to, all right, here we go. So when I moved here to Atlanta about 14 years ago, 15 years ago, I was out with my friends, and this guy, he looked at me and he says, "You're pretty for a dark-skinned girl." And so I was in shock, and I kind of just froze. I was like, okay, okay. And then it's like I couldn't, my mind could not process how in the world a complete stranger would think that that comment is okay. The funny thing about the comment is I was so in shock. I met my husband about a month after this happened, and I told him, and he thought it was the funniest thing in the world. And he was just laughing, and he was like, yeah, he thought he was paying you a compliment. And I was like, yeah, I know, right? I know. And I was just kind of playing along with it. But internally, there was like an internal fight. I was like, yeah, like he didn't know me. I'm sure he thought he was, being nice or paying me a compliment. But I was like, that's not a compliment. That's an insult. Like, oh my goodness. So, and then I wondered, like, obviously this happened right before I met my husband. So I was just like wondering if that was like, that could have been the beginning of many interactions like that out here in these Atlanta streets. So it kind of brought me back to some of the situations and scenarios that I thought were a part of growing up, a part of my past, a part of teenage craziness or, childhood craziness, because, when you're dark skinned, whenever someone gets upset with you, it's blah, 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 blah with your black self. And I can laugh about it now, but it was just, normal, right? I was actually laughing about this with a childhood friend. We're still close. We talk all the time. And we were talking about the time where she got so upset with me, and honestly, rightfully so, because I was doing too much at the time. And she was like, whatever, with your black self. And I looked at her and I'm like, you're dark skinned too. And she was like, I'm not as black as you. I'm not as black as you. I was like, are you serious? Are you serious? So there's so many different scenarios, and I know I'm not alone. But the thing is, a lot of people honestly don't realize like how they affect other people with just little side comments like that. Like there was a childhood friend, like many years we would we went to school together, we talked on the phone, we were friends. All of a sudden we were about ready to go to different colleges. Okay, so this is our last year of high school, and we're just having one of our normal phone conversations. And she's like, yeah, me and a few other girls, and I knew some of them because we were in similar circles, I'll just say. And she's like, yeah, we have a group at our school, because she didn't go to my high school, but to the she went to the rival high school. So she was like, yeah, we have a group, and it means light skin, light hair, light eyes, or something. Like for some light skinned girls, we have a light skinned girls group at our high school. And I was like, I could not believe what I was hearing. Like, that was a very, I don't know, it was very emotional for me, because we were literally about to go to college. So we are like two young women on the phone talking about some serious stuff, and that's what she said to me. And we went to separate colleges, and I was thinking about that when I was kind of thinking about this topic, and that was our very last conversation, like ever. So I could sit here and say, oh, I was not affected, by that. I was used to that. But obviously I was affected, because I never had another conversation with her again. And this is not just any friend. This is someone that I talked to. Like, we talked all of the time. So I know that, this issue, runs deep with a lot of people. And if I didn't really think about this, just to tell you guys about it honestly, I would not think that I was one of those people, because I can't say that it's something that, like, it's a topic that I've ever really thought about. It's just kind of a part of growing up, and, every now and then someone will make a comment here and there. But honestly, usually the comments in terms of, how light or dark I am are positive. And I guess I'm just the type of person where I just focus on the positive. And a lot of people aren't like that. A lot of people, I mean, could seriously be affected by comments like that, by fake compliments like that, right? Like, I have so many stories and so many things. Like, I remember the time a friend of mine, he's a guy, grew up with him as well. And we were just in the car going somewhere, and he was like, yeah, um, one out of 10, light skin, no, 1 out of 10, no, let me say it the way he said it. Okay. He said, 1 out of 10 dark skinned girls are pretty, and 9 out of 10 light skinned girls are pretty. He said that to me. Clearly not caring anything about what he was saying to me and about me. And so, I guess this video is not, it's not a rant. It's more like a public announcement to anyone who is willing to listen, that saying comments like that to people, it's not okay. It's not. It can affect someone's self-esteem. It's not courteous. It's not kind. It's not treating someone like you would honestly want to be treated. And I think as a culture, we've got to do better. And that is pretty much my stance on that. This is not about, why people say these things, or the history behind colorism and so many other isms. This is about just the way we treat each other. This is about just being compassionate about other people's feelings, and I mean, regardless of how you feel about a subjective thing as beauty or looks, it's not nice to put someone down because they are a little bit different. A little bit different. And I mean that, a little bit different. Because seriously, the shade of brown that you are is very insignificant. Like, really? Are we going to do this? I exclude like children, because, you know, children don't really know any better. So I have a lot of examples from childhood that totally don't even matter. But once you start becoming a teenager or a young adult, like, this is something that is just, it's not good. It's really not good. And I just thought I would just, you know, put my thoughts out there on the subject, because, you know, just something for, you know, people to think about. Just try thinking about, you know, other people, how they're going to feel about what you say. You know, how you treat other people, the words that come out of your mouth, just being a little bit more cognizant of the words that come out of your mouth. And beauty comes in different forms, but we know this, right? No one has to tell anyone that, you know. But yeah, I just think it's just something that sometimes, you know, people should think about. And maybe a few of those people could watch this video and stop giving mean compliments. It's not cool. It's not nice. So guys, that's all. That's all. I'm okay. I just wanted to get that off my chest. But guys, go ahead, subscribe, like this video, share it. And if you'd like to work from home, go to panageinc.com. I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye.